What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing alright today. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to drop your temperature on your Trx400ex by about 30 degrees lower. This is going to run you about $35 to $40, and this is going to allow you to ride that thing a little bit harder in the dooms, in the trails, or in the back of your neighborhood, wherever you guys like to ride these things. So stay tuned and let's get this video started. Alright guys, so once you have everything off your bike, you're going to want to be able to have complete access to your front end of the bike. So this is what you're going to want to order right here. You're going to want to order oil coolant. Now this is going to be attached to your extra one, so don't worry about getting rid of that one or having to take that one off. Alright, so this one measures 12.5 from here to here and 5 inches from here to here. So it fits in my TRX 03 perfectly without having to make any space for anything. So I zip tied mine on there because I don't want to bolt it on into the frame, and I recommend you guys to bolt it on there first and give it a little test run, ride it for a couple of hours, make sure it stays on there firm, and if it does, go ahead and plug it in after that. You are going to want to drain out the oil for this if you want to be extra careful. So I recommend you guys to go ahead, mount it, ride it for a couple hours until you need an oil change, and then when you need an oil change, go ahead and hook it up in the line if it runs good. So with that said, guys, let's go ahead and start draining the oil, and then we'll go ahead and show you guys how to install it. Okay, so we're going to start off by removing the crankcase bolt and washer. Let that drain out, then remove the oil tank bolt and washer as well with a 14 millimeter. The crankcase is a 12 millimeter. Then we move on to the oil cap, which are 8 millimeters. I'm going to go ahead and remove those in the oil filter and the spring that's in the back. Then we move on to the oil line, which is a 8 millimeter. Remove that, and keep in mind that there's a dowel and an O-ring that hides behind that, so we want to keep in mind that that's there. Then we move on to the top of the line, which is connected to the coolant. Go ahead and remove those 8 millimeter bolts, and you'll have access to the entire line, so you can make that cut. And keep in mind that there's an O-ring on the top. Alright guys, so once you have your line here, you're going to want to get yourself a nice set of pipe cutters here. There's nothing too big. This is probably the smaller size, the better. So this runs you about $18 at Home Depot. That's exactly where I got it from. So you're going to want to cut it. You guys see this first curve here? You're going to want to cut it just a little right under the curve there so your thing can have some nice grips on it. So let's go ahead and do that right quick. So we get it, and then we're going to push it right about there. Alright? And now, as we kind of like to do this here, now we're going to twist it here. And as we turn it around, we're going to tighten it up. So you turn, and just kind of fight it here. Just keep twisting, and as you twist, you're going to keep wanting to, there we go, until it comes right off. You're going to want to use these to get a straight, clean cut on there. It doesn't really have to have this because it's a nice little cut, but you can see little shavings there. So some come with this little tool here, so you can use that tool to just kind of clean that up there. But we're gonna run it through the pressure wash. Through the air compressor. Blow some throw some air pressure in through there so we can get all those tiny ones. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get the other one. Alright guys, so for the second piece, I couldn't use this pipe cutter because the pipe cutter wouldn't let me around the hook of the thing here, so you're going to have to Dremel it out. I used a little Dremel like this with this little tool here. Just cut it off. Works perfect. Just make sure you get all that excess metal off. And now you're going to be able to install it right in like this. You're gonna have to install it upside down so the hook goes up the line this way, because if you were to install it like this, you'd have to install it like that, going that way, and then the hook up, so it wouldn't make sense. So this is the best way. So that's it. Let's go ahead and get it on.
So you're going to want to go ahead and start by connecting the bottom line. Go ahead and start screwing in back that 8mm bolt there, and then jump up to the top with the 8mm bolts up there, and make sure that line is facing up, not down. Then you're going to want to grab that hose that came with your new coolant and that clip and tie it down to the top of the old line, and make sure it's nice and tight. Then you want to go ahead and cut the line to your adjusted measurement, and then go ahead and grab yourself some oil so it can slide in a little bit better, and then just grab your little clip thing, tie that up as tight as it can go, and then we'll be able to jump up to the next one. Grab your hose, put the clip in there, tighten that up as well. Now you're going to want to bring the hose in through your frame and down to the bottom line. Put that in there and tighten up the clip, and once you tighten that up, it should be ready to go, guys.
Finally, she's done. It's completed. We've put everything together onto this thing, and it looks really cool. I'm excited to get this on the streets and on the mud. Let me show you guys how it looks once it's all finished up. Pretty sick. Got the two tubes right here. This left one's going into the old coolant through this tube here. Pretty simple stuff, guys. And then this right one's gonna go all the way down to the line of the actual oil line of the engine. So let's go ahead and put these plastics on, and let's go ahead and see how it looks with everything on.
When you guys are topping off your engines with oil, make sure you guys check on that dipstick a couple times. Let that oil run through your engines about 2 or 3 times. Turn it off and on, and make sure that engine is warm enough for you to get an accurate reading. But guys, keep an eye on that dipstick, please.
This is the end result here, and guys, it looks pretty sick. Gives the quad a nice little touch and detail here. That wraps this up, guys. Alright guys, thank you for watching my video. Hope you guys all learned something today. It does take a lot of time and effort to make these videos, so if you guys could go ahead and please like the video and subscribe so I can keep making these videos. Thank you guys. See you next time.